Welcome back, folks. Today we're breaking down the 30 best canned meats to stockpile, and why it's a non-negotiable for anyone who's paying attention to the world around us. Supply chains are under strain, costs are climbing, and the future? Well, it's uncertain. If you're here, it's because you know it's time to get prepared. Stocking up on canned meats isn't just a nice-to-have. It could make a world of difference for you and your family when things get tough. These meats aren't just tasty, each brings unique benefits for emergencies, and I'll also point out the ones to avoid at all costs. So, stay with me. This is critical stuff. Number 1. Canned chicken. First on our list is the classic canned chicken. Americans love chicken, plain and simple, and in a crisis, it's going to be your best friend. Now, not all canned chicken is equal. Some are, well, mushier than others, but let's be real, if times are tough, you'll get past the texture. Canned chicken is low in saturated fats, great for your heart and stamina. We keep a stash of Keystone chicken because, quality-wise, it's night and day compared to the generic brands, so if you're going to stockpile well. And hey, good luck finding Keystone at your local Walmart. Around here, I've had to travel a couple of states over just to grab a few cans, but it's worth it for that superior taste and quality. Number 2. Canned beef. Next, we have canned beef. I love beef, and let me tell you, it's high on this list because it's packed with protein and a great source of iron, essential if you're burning energy during a disaster. Great value makes a decent roast beef, and if you don't mind the price, it's worth adding to your stockpile. But I'm giving you a warning here. Check the ingredients. Many canned meats contain sodium nitrites, which can do a number on your arteries if you're not careful. Keystone's canned beef has just 2 ingredients, beef and sea salt. That's it. No hidden chemicals, just good, hearty beef. And in case you didn't know, these cans will last way longer than they say on the label. Keep that in mind. Number 3. Canned corned beef. And canned corned beef. Now, this one's a staple for anyone serious about stockpiling. Corned beef has a rich, salty taste and can be a real morale booster. But I want you to read the fine print. Ingredients like celery powder might sound natural, but they're just another way to sneak in those nitrates. So, eat it in moderation. But let's be honest, in a crisis, this stuff is a lifesaver. Don't go crazy, but have it on hand. It's calorie-dense and filling, which is exactly what you want when things are rough. Number 4. Canned tuna. All right, let's talk canned tuna. High protein, omega-3s, and affordable. It's everything you need in a canned meat. Now, some people worry about mercury, and rightfully so. But here's a tip. Go for chunk-light tuna. It's typically younger fish, meaning less mercury buildup. We keep cans and pouches of tuna because pouches are durable and lightweight, great for bug-out bags or emergency kits. This is a no-brainer, people. Tuna is a must. Number 5. Canned salmon. Next on the list, canned salmon. This is for the prepper who wants premium nutrition. Salmon is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are great for the brain, heart, and immune system, all crucial when stress levels are high. Bumblebee makes a solid option, and let's be real, in a survival situation, you're not going to be picky about brands. Salmon is one of the healthiest canned fish you can stock up on. Keep a good amount, especially if you're looking for options beyond tuna. Number 6. Canned turkey. For variety, stock up on canned turkey. Turkey's lean, packed with protein, and can be an excellent base for all sorts of meals. Now, it's not the cheapest canned meat, and frankly, if you're canning turkey yourself, you're better off. But for convenience, canned turkey is solid. It's got a good texture, better than canned chicken, and stores just as well. Keystone's version is high quality, but prices fluctuate around the holidays, so stock up when you can. Number 7. Sardines. Brace yourselves. Sardines are next, and if you can get past the tiny fishy look, these are honestly the MVP of any stockpile. They're high in essential fats, proteins, and are packed with vitamins. Sardines are low in mercury, unlike tuna, and provide single-serving convenience. In a crisis, these small cans can keep you going without the heavy metals. I'd say if you could only pick one canned fish, sardines should be it. Number 8. Spam. Spam, yes, it's controversial, but it's classic. High in calories, high in fat, and let's be real, when you need energy, this stuff delivers. It's also high in salt, which you'll actually need if you're sweating it out in survival mode. Now, Spam isn't everyone's cup of tea, but if you're looking for shelf-stable meat that doesn't go bad, Spam is your answer. Don't overlook it just because it's processed. Sometimes calories are more important than ingredients. Number 9, Vienna sausages. Here's another divisive one, Vienna sausages. Some folks hate them, others swear by them. These are packed with calories and fat, which will fuel you when you're in a pinch. They're pre-cooked and ready to eat, meaning you don't need heat or prep, ideal for emergencies. Again, the ingredients list isn't a dream, but it's a survival tool. Add a few cans if you want convenience over culinary experience. Number 10, deviled ham. This might surprise some of you, but deviled ham is a flavor-packed, shelf-stable meat that's ready to spread on crackers, bread, or whatever you've got. High in salt and preservatives? Yes, but it's also high in protein and fats, and that's what you'll need. If you're rationing food and need a calorie-dense option, deviled ham is perfect. Number 11, canned pork. Pork is versatile, packed with protein and fats, and let's face it, it's delicious. In a crisis, pork brings those calories you'll need. Libby's makes a great canned pork product, and you can do just about anything with it. Throw it in a stew, cook it with beans, or even make tacos if you're feeling creative. But heads up, pork has a higher fat content, so keep it stored in a cool place to keep it fresh. Number 12, canned ham chunks. Canned ham chunks are up next. Now, this is a game changer if you want a little variety in your meat stash. Ham chunks are salty, full of flavor, and give you that nice texture you crave when everything else starts to feel bland. Plus, it's perfect for breakfast or throwing into soups and casseroles. You get a solid amount of protein per serving, and it's a great comfort food when morale is low. But remember, the salt content is high, so stay hydrated. Number 13, canned duck. This one might surprise you, but canned duck is a luxury survival item you'll want in your stash. Rich in flavor, high in fat, and loaded with calories, duck meat is one of the best treats you can have in a survival scenario. Think of it as the survival gourmet option. It's not cheap, but if you can get your hands on a few cans, it'll be worth it when you need a little boost in both nutrition and taste. Number 14, canned potted meat. Canned potted meat isn't winning any awards in the health department, but it's an energy powerhouse. It's basically a spreadable mix of various meats, and yes, the ingredient list isn't for the faint of heart, but in survival, calories are king. It's compact, calorie-dense, and doesn't need cooking. Just pop open and eat. Keep a few cans if you need quick on-the-go calories with minimal prep. Again, high in sodium, so keep that in mind. Number 15, canned roast beef hash. Canned roast beef hash. This is a survivalist's best friend for breakfast or dinner. It's got potatoes mixed in with seasoned beef, so you're getting carbs and protein all in one can. Heat it up if you can, but it's ready to eat cold too. Roast beef hash is one of those comfort foods that can break the monotony in tough times. Make sure to grab a quality brand like Hormel. They're worth a couple of extra cents per can for better texture and taste. Number 16, canned ground beef. All right, you might not have thought of this one, but canned ground beef is amazing for emergencies. It's versatile, stores well, and you can use it in countless recipes. Think tacos, spaghetti, and casseroles. It's not the most common canned meat out there, but companies like Keystone have made it widely available. Ground beef has a decent shelf life and provides those essential proteins and fats to keep your energy levels up. Keep it stocked if you can find it. Number 17, canned venison. For those of you who want variety or already love wild game, canned venison is a top choice. It's leaner than beef, but it has a unique flavor that's just unbeatable. You might need to look harder for canned venison, but it's out there, especially from brands that cater to hunters and survivalists. Venison is high in iron, which is perfect if you're working hard and need that endurance. Keep a few cans on hand. It's a premium option, but a solid one. Number 18, canned lamb. This is one of the more unusual ones, but canned lamb can be a true morale booster when food fatigue sets in. Lamb is rich, fatty, and packed with flavor, which can make all the difference when you're living off a stockpile. If you're craving something different, lamb is a solid choice, especially if you're making stews or curries. It's pricier than other meats, but it's a worthy addition to any well-rounded stockpile. Number 19, canned fish roe. Yep, I said it, canned fish roe. It's not for everyone, but fish roe is super high in omega-3s, healthy fats, and vitamin D. In survival, you don't want to neglect vitamins and minerals, and fish roe can help with that. Plus, it's light, compact, and calorie-dense. If you can stomach it, it's a powerhouse addition to your emergency stash. Think of it as a small, nutrient-packed option that's great for when you're running low on fresh resources. Number 20, canned goose. Think of it as the luxury canned meat, higher in price but packed with flavor, fats, and calories. Goose is similar to duck, but with an even richer taste. And remember, fat equals energy. Canned goose isn't something you'd eat every day, but in an emergency, it can be a serious morale booster and provide a much-needed energy kick. You might have to search specialty stores, but it's worth it if you're putting together a well-rounded stockpile. Number 21, canned crab meat. Now, I know what you're thinking, crab in a can? But trust me, this stuff is the real deal. Crab meat is lean, high in protein, and loaded with vitamins like B12 and minerals like zinc, which can be hard to get in an emergency. It's also low in calories, so it's not for every meal, but if you're looking for a morale boost with a little luxury, canned crab meat is a solid option. Toss it in with pasta, rice, or just eat it straight out of the can, whatever keeps you going. Number 22, canned lobster. Canned lobster. Yes, you heard me right. This is high-end survival food, folks. Lobster is packed with protein, low in fat, and it's going to feel like a total treat when food boredom sets in. It's more on the expensive side, but if you're prepping for the long haul, it's worth adding a few cans of this premium meat to your stash. And listen, in a crisis, you're going to want something that breaks the monotony. Lobster is high in B vitamins and minerals like phosphorus, perfect for keeping you energized and mentally sharp. Number 23, canned clams. Canned clams are next on the list, and let me tell you, they're highly underrated in the prepping world. Clams are low in fat but high in iron, which is key if you're in a high-stress situation. They're also packed with vitamin B12 and omega-3 fatty acids. These little guys are shelf-stable and can be eaten straight from the can or added to soups and stews for some extra nutrition. Clams are versatile and light, so you'll want to keep a few cans on hand for variety and nutrients you can't easily get from other meats. Number 24, canned octopus. Canned octopus. You might not have tried this one before, but it's a powerhouse in survival situations. Octopus is rich in protein and iron. Plus, it's got that unique flavor that makes it a welcome change from the usual canned meats. It's high in taurine, which helps keep your blood pressure in check, and it's loaded with B vitamins. Octopus stores well, doesn't take up much space, and can be eaten cold or warmed up. Trust me, if you haven't tried it yet, give it a shot. It's great survival fuel. Number 25, canned mussels. Let's talk canned mussels. High in protein and packed with iron and omega-3s, these are perfect for when you're looking for a nutrient-dense food that also has a unique taste. Mussels are excellent for heart health and have a decent amount of vitamin C, which is rare in canned meats. They're versatile, and if you've got some canned pasta or rice, you've got a meal. Just pop open the can, and you're good to go. Number 26, canned sausage gravy. Next up, canned sausage gravy. Now, I know this isn't pure meat, but it's loaded with fat and calories, which you'll need if you're burning energy fast. Sausage gravy can be poured over canned biscuits, rice, or even eaten alone. It's a true comfort food, and trust me, when you're down to survival mode, a little comfort goes a long way. This one has a long shelf life and gives you that mix of protein and fat that'll keep you going strong. Number 27, canned bison. For the adventurous out there, canned bison is a top-notch option. Bison is leaner than beef but packed with iron and protein, and it's got a flavor that's just different enough to keep things interesting. Canned bison has a long shelf life and can be used in any recipe that calls for beef, but with a nutritional edge. This is a premium choice, and it's a little harder to find, but if you're building a high-quality stockpile, bison is a must. Number 28, canned squirrel. Yeah, you heard that right, canned squirrel. This is true survival food, especially if you're in the southern U.S. Squirrel meat is lean, high in protein, and surprisingly tasty. It's a wild meat, so it's got a flavor you won't get from anything domesticated. Canned squirrel is a little tricky to find, but it's out there, especially from smaller canneries. For the serious prepper, this is the real deal. Good nutrition with a shelf life that'll last years. Number 29, canned frog legs. Canned frog legs. Now this is for the hardcore survivalists. Frog legs are rich in protein, low in fat, and packed with essential amino acids. They've got a unique taste, somewhere between chicken and fish, and in a pinch, they're a high-protein option with a long shelf life. If you want some real variety and don't mind thinking outside the box, canned frog legs are an interesting option that can be eaten straight out of the can or added to stews. Number 30, canned alligator. Last but definitely not least, canned alligator. Now, I know this sounds out there, but alligator is actually quite nutritious. It's lean, high in protein, and has a flavor similar to chicken. In some areas, it's considered a delicacy, and for good reason. Canned alligator meat is rare but available if you know where to look. It's durable, unique, and if you're really stocking up for the long haul, this is a wild option that adds something extra to your emergency meals. All right, now here's the deal. Stay away from dented cans, folks. The moment you see a compromised can, it's no good. Dents break the seal, and that's when bacteria get in. Keep your cans in a cool, dry place away from extreme temperatures, and your stockpile will last practically forever. So, what's your favorite canned meat to stockpile? Leave it in the comments. And don't forget to check out my other video on how to make sure your canned foods are safe and last as long as possible. Stay prepared, stay safe, and thanks for watching. For